Hi, my name is Yolanda Walker, and my daughter's name is Yasmeen Walker. She's 14 years old. And we began coming to Wolfson's Children's Hospital actually when she was born, because she was diagnosed with sickle cell anemia at birth. So we started coming to Wolfson Children's Hospital when she was born. Actually, when she was born, Yasmeen was actually pretty healthy. She didn't have any problems until she was 11 years old. She had a stroke, and actually that was her second hospitalization. The first one was when she was about 6 months old, but she was fine. It was just a scare, but she was fine. When she was 11, she had a stroke. She was in the hospital for about, I think it was about 7 days, but she actually recovered very well from the stroke, except with the memory loss, things like that. But the physical part of it, she recovered very well within about 4 days. I think one of the greatest experiences was she got up, we had been there about 4 days, and she said, "Mom, I want to go home." And I said, "I do too." And I said, "Well, it's up to the doctor." So she really wanted to pray, so we had prayer. And I think when the doctors came in that morning, they saw where the physical part, the facial, her facial face had actually cleared up. And she was, the smile that she had wasn't as noticeable. The stroke wasn't as noticeable about the 4th day. So that was really a blessing that she got to go home earlier than she thought, because we thought we was going to be there about 3 weeks. She actually stayed a week, so that was a blessing. Actually, she did not have to do any therapy, because, as I said, when the doctors came in and they did some of the therapy in the hospital, we stayed there like 2 or 3 more days after, and they did things with her, but she was fine. She didn't have to have any therapy after the stroke. They monitored her, but she did have to have transfusions. So she had to have monthly transfusions. So that's pretty much the only thing that she has to have. But the physical part, they had set her up for therapy, but she didn't have to go. She had a normal day. She was swimming at her grandparents' house in the pool, and my husband and I went to pick her up. And I did notice, and actually a stroke could be one of the crises for sickle cell anemia kids. And I noticed that for some reason when she looked at me, when she smiled, I kind of noticed a little bit of the disfiguration of the face, but I wasn't quite sure because she was 11, so I was just thinking, okay, no. And then the next day she was fixing a sandwich, and I noticed she was only using her right, I think it was her right hand. And I noticed she wasn't using left at all. And then that's when I called the doctor, and he asked me to bring her in. Said, "Bring her in immediately, let's look at her." And of course, when he looked at her, he said, yes, she's had a stroke. So
it was scary at first, but it got easier every day.
It was really a blessing to have one in Jacksonville, because a lot of the parents because a lot of times when you're in the hospital or you're at the clinic, you get to talk to other parents. And a lot of those parents are from faraway places, and they have to travel here, and they have to stay, of course, in the Ronald McDonald House. But it's a blessing. We're just 20, 30 minutes away from here. So, yes, it is great having a hospital here, and everybody is wonderful. It's awesome.